But now I want to know what it is.
I'm not telling you because I want the element of
Tell me.
surprise.
I want it. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Oh,
Both of them are hot topics, though, so if that helps. See, there you go.
no,
I
that
gave you a
does
hint.
not help. That helps
Is it about
nothing.
Hot Topic?
What?
Is it about Hot Topic?
Like actual Hot Topic.
Store.
Dang, I haven't been there since I was like in 8th grade.
Emo phase.
Yeah.
What up?
Okay.
Okay.
Remember when Wet Sila was a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
I loved
I
that.
missed that
Wet
store
Seal.
so much. I loved it.
Okay, you ready?
No.
Oh, wait, sorry. What's new, guys? I was ready to read my story.
Wow.
Just
Just forget about us.
Clockwise.
It's
So,
fine.
Lexi.
I'm getting a dog.
Woohoo!
I'm
Okay.
so excited.
What kind of dog?
I'm getting a golden retriever.
Typical.
Yep.
Or I guess to be expected.
Yes.
To be expected.
I was gonna say you've only gone back and forth like 10 times.
A million times.
That's true, but like
But it's always come back to that.
Yeah.
it's always come back to a golden.
Yep.
So when are you actually getting him? Because you were gonna get that dog Friday.
Friday. Yep.
You're gonna get this one Friday?
No.
no, I'm
Oh,
getting him
what the
July 12th.
He's not old enough yet.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's
He's
only
just a
5 weeks.
pupper.
He's still a baby.
Good.
so
I'll
cute.
have my anxiety meds before.
Yeah, you're gonna need him. But I did order like all the things I needed for him, like through like his crate and his food and some toys.
Good.
The only thing I don't have for him is like his little name tag, but I'll order that soon.
But you do have a tag collar for him, don't
yeah, I
you?
have a collar
Yeah.
for him, and then I
Good.
have a leash for him. And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a harness for him. And the harness I picked out is so cute. It comes with a bow tie and a collar.
Anyways, so you're getting your dog in 3 weeks, right?
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait for him to get here.
What's his name?
His name's gonna be River.
Oh.
River. Down by the river.
Living a fan.
Yeah,
Down
that's
by the
what I was
river.
thinking.
All right, Jordan. What's new with you?
Finally got my voice back ish.
Yay! It took 2
I s-
weeks.
Yeah, and I still like I'm
Yeah,
still,
you still hear it.
raspy, and I'm still have a cough like at night anyway because I thought I was fine, and then all of a sudden I woke myself up last night and the night before sleeping and coughed. I don't know. It's weird.
Phlegmy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then yeah, so I feel weird because I'm going on like 2.5 weeks of no anxiety meds.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how you handle it. Like, I literally
Maybe that's why I wanted to punch people today.
Yeah. That'll do it. I missed like one day and I'm like dizzy and like,
Yeah.
blah, you know?
It throws me off when I miss a day, and I'm like, oh, because like I'll be like thinking, and I'm like, why is my brain so weird today? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I
didn't take
forgot.
my meds. Yeah. It's noticeable.
But this is random. Well, we're on medication topic, but
Mhm.
they do sell birth control not over the counter anymore. Did you know that?
You mean they sell it
The
over
pill.
the counter?
Or yeah, oh wait, yeah, over the counter.
'Cause
Sorry,
over the counter
yeah,
would be
over
you
the
could buy it
counter
yourself,
is
right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
But yeah, they
Have I
sell
done
the
this
pill
wrong?
over the counter now.
For birth control.
Yeah. Really?
Good. I don't know why. I don't
Moving
know
up
why.
in the
Okay,
world.
I am a Christian and a conservative, and I don't understand why they're fighting allowing women to have birth control. Like, you don't want them to have abortions, but you also don't want them to have birth control. I don't know. I don't see how,
How
that
does
makes
that
sense.
math
Yeah,
work?
that doesn't add up for me.
It's like they want to force women
to have children. And like,
even
and
though
there
population
are-
is already a issue.
Yeah, and there are a lot of biblical people that are like, you shouldn't, like, the only
Yes.
time you have sex is to have children.
Yeah.
So I think
I can't
those are the
imagine
ones. Lexi would die.
Being married
Those
to
are the
somebody
ones.
like that.
We can
A
only have
moment.
sex unless if you want to have a child right now. If you don't want to have a child right now, we're not doing it.
I'd
And
be
go
like-
help yourself.
I'd be like, well,
Which
good
is
thing I have
also a
baby
sin,
fever.
so-
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
you
is.
can't win.
You're just going to hell.
Going to hell
might as well
anyway.
die now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Save me a seat, I guess.
Anyways, are we ready?
No, you didn't say what's new with you, Beth.
Oh, what is new? Oh, we didn't get to go to California, so we had to delay our vacation to August. Hopefully, Larry's dad's not doing well. I think it started with him having a sore throat for like months, and then his oldest son was like, "That's not normal, Dad. You need to get checked out." He goes in, finds out it's like stage 4 throat cancer. Like,
oh my.
done. So they tried radiation and chemo, and he just kind of quit. So that was in December, because I remember it was Christmas and we were at
Mhm.
his grandma's house, and that's when I heard Brian saying something like, "You shouldn't have a sore throat for that long," to Larry.
Mhm.
And then that's when they found out it was throat cancer right after that. So that was January, right?
Yep.
And now it's June. So within the 6 months, he's dying. Like, he's going to die in the next few days. Isn't that insane?
That's
Like, you can go from a sore throat to your deathbed in 6 months. That blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That freaks me
it
out.
causes anxiety for me, because like the other night I was laying in bed thinking, just laying there thinking, you know how fast I could die by just having some kind of a brain aneurysm, and then I'm gone.
Yeah, I was okay. So
Life's over.
we
That's
had
my
a
worst fear.
case
Yeah.
in the OR earlier this week, and it was like on not my day off, but it was like after I was gone. Came in at PM. Basically, a guy came in with an aneurysm, and I don't know if he was already in the facility or not. All I know is that he had an aneurysm that burst, and by the time they got him so they let us know that there was going to be a case added. He was in the OR within 15 minutes, which I know Grey's Anatomy probably like makes you believe
It can be faster.
that
Yeah.
it's like oh no,
Yep.
from the ER, let's go.
30
It is not
seconds.
that fast.
Yep.
Usually it's within like a couple hours. Like there's usually like
yeah.
a couple hours
Prep time.
before you actually end up in the OR. No, he was down in the
15
OR
minutes.
within 15 minutes. And by the time he was like in the OR and on the table, they didn't even have him asleep before he started crashing.
Oh my god.
Like one of the techs said that she walked in there and like basically there was like a nurse basically on the table trying to resuscitate him, and like he was gone.
That's horrible.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I
It can happen
remember
so fast.
I had a
hate it.
patient
Yeah.
who said that like the doctor basically said like you'll feel a burst, you'll feel a headache, and it'll feel really, really bad, and then suddenly you'll feel like it's getting better, and then the next day you probably won't wake up.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I'm like, that's so wild to think about.
that's so scary.
Well, that's why I'm so like, what is it called? A
Hypochondriac.
Yeah.
Yep.
About any little thing.
Yep.
I'm the same way. Like, I feel something and it's like, I'm dying. Like, I have this. I need to get it checked out immediately.
Well,
I
like,
know.
I was freaking out when I was like, okay, and I was being dramatic, obviously, but I was like, okay, I haven't had my voice back for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, last time that happened, I had vocal nodules.
I was
in
gonna
high
say
school.
nodules on the vocal
You had good
cords.
reason to be
Yeah.
paranoid.
So I was like freaking out, and then I'm like, yeah, but then they told me if they formed again, there would be a risk that I wouldn't be able to like
talk ever again.
well, not talk, but like I wouldn't be able to sing or like, you know, and like I love singing,
Yeah.
I love music, and it's like,
It'd be devastating.
I don't know how we
anyways.
got there.
Yep. So we're going to California in August instead. Hopefully.
Bunny trail boy.
Yep. Fingers crossed. All right. My life is average.
Oh, you got one.
You know what? Today, I was walking down the street and a bird hit me in the head. I screamed and ran away like a little girl.
Oh
I'm a 24-year-old guy. My life is average.
my god. A bird hit me in the head. They screamed like a little girl.
I
That's
guess I am a girl. So. Can you imagine seeing a guy and just going,
Oh my god. Do
That'd
you
be
remember
so funny.
Bianca from show choir?
oh,
wait.
Bailey, maybe?
Wait,
Was she
no.
skinny, tall? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
No, I think she actually came before you
Oh,
or
okay. I was gonna
after
say,
you
I thought I
left.
remembered somebody else.
Anyway, she was like in our like friend group who hung out or whatever,
Mhm.
and she's terrified of birds.
For
So every
good
time
reason.
we'd be
They're kinda
walking,
scary, honestly.
we'd be
They really
walking
are.
to the thing. She's like, "Oh my god, there's birds everywhere."
Okay,
Like,
yeah, I'm not that bad.
okay.
But there was a bird stuck in our garage flying around and I screamed. Like, don't let it in the house!
It's not a bat.
Yeah.
Close enough though.
Yep, it's similar.
It's basically a bat.
All right, are we ready for the story?
Tell me what your story is.
I know.
I've been waiting.
We've been recording for like 40 minutes. Not really.
Help.
But... All right, ready? The story
Tell
is
me.
the conspiracy on the Baltimore Bridge collapse. Remember the ship ran into it?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was like, everybody caught up here.
Okay.
This happened recently.
This is random, but have you always had dimples?
Yes.
What? I don't have dimples.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Do I really? How have I never
Well,
noticed that I
this
have
way.
dimples? See, I feel like it's not.
Not that one, but you have.
You have one dimple.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes. And
How
it's
did
on
I
your
not
right
notice that
side.
before?
I feel like I've never noticed that.
I just
I don't
noticed
It's
it.
smile
really
enough.
subtle if you're smiling really, really big.
Oh, that's probably it.
I gotta like make it happen.
Let me do
Yeah.
a weird face quick. I just noticed it when you were explaining and I'm like, huh.
Oh, yeah, there's a dimple there.
Oh, there's.
That's funny.
Okay. I'm like getting sidetracked.
Yep,
but
you are on a rough
but
trail.
Also, have you heard of people getting their cheeks pierced so they can get dimples?
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that weird?
So gross. Like, you guys are nasty. Ew.
Ew.
Yep. All right.
Anyway.
So, the Baltimore Bridge. What is the official story?
Hey guys, welcome to Our Life is Average. I'm Lexi.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Jordan.
Make sure that you guys like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. It really helps us a lot.
Okay, let's get into it.
Here we go.
Kaboom.
Yeah. A National Transportation Safety Board report released on May 14th indicated that a 947-foot-long cargo vessel, the Dolly, had been suffering power problems before it left the port of Baltimore and experienced at least 2 electrical failures on the day before the accident. Those failures led the crew to adjust the configuration of the electrical system about 10 hours before setting out. Then, while leaving the port, the Dolly had a complete blackout that knocked out power to the engine and the navigation equipment early on March 26th. And early, we're talking like 1 in the morning. The ship issued a mayday call just before hitting a critical support for the bridge. The call allowed officers a few precious minutes to close the bridge to traffic. The effort very likely prevented more cars from being on the bridge during the collapse and saved lives, officials said. The NTSB report described the crew's desperate efforts to restore power and avoid drifting toward the bridge. It also described how one of 8 maintenance workers on the bridge that night raced to safety moments before the bridge collapsed. Can you imagine being that person running as the bridge is literally falling behind you? How terrifying that would be. Like, no.
No.
It's literally from a movie. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It
Oh,
reminds me of
scary.
like the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine running from that? No.
Can you imagine running down the stairs as the building's basically crumbling?
Oh my gosh. No.
I'm going to die. It's fine.
Or the people who just made it out as it crumbles.
Yeah. Like, barely made it. Did you guys see that movie, Remember Me, with Robert Pattinson, who played Edward Cullen?
Yes. Yes.
You don't see it coming.
No.
And then it's like talks about it being 9/11, and then he's in the building, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like crying. Not Robert Pattinson.
Oh my God.
Not Edward Cullen.
Oh, I see what sides you guys are on.
Okay, to be fair though, the book I was always team I can't remember now. One
Jacob?
was it was one or the other, and it switched with the movies. Like
Jacob?
I think I was team Jacob in the books and then Edward in the movies, or vice versa. I can't remember.
They did portray Edward as kind of creepy in the book.
Yeah, honestly.
So
yeah.
I was kind of the same way. I was like, I mean, I really
like the way
Jacob,
the way
that
she
he
like
talks about her.
Yeah,
the way that he talked about her
she wrote about
in his
him.
little chapters, like
yes, because like he had his own chapters where you could read and like be in his head, and then when they put him in the movie, it didn't come out that way.
No,
yeah.
They missed all of that.
They messed it up.
They missed how mad I'm still mad about the fact they missed how mad she actually was at Jacob for the Nessie comment.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but
like she looked
had,
mad,
like,
but
no
she was
emotion.
way more mad.
Kristen Stewart,
yes,
worst actress in the world.
To portray,
I cannot watch her.
To portray Bella, yes.
No, I think her acting in general is horrid.
Yeah,
I feel like now that she knows who she is and like has come out and things,
I've never seen her in anything.
Better.
I guess so.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've only seen her in that, and then anytime I see she's in it, I'm like, nope.
They remade what was it called? Charlie's Angels.
Oh,
and she's in that, I think, and I think that's what it was. She was pretty decent. Like she's actually. I don't know. She just seems like a different person.
She's
gotten
better, but I do think that her part in the movie should have been played by somebody else.
Yes.
Because the entirety of who Bella does not match up to her personality.
Yeah.
And it's like her personality thing. Like your personality does come out when you act.
Acting, yes.
And it wasn't it.
Yeah.
And she reminds me of that male actor, crap, I always forget his name, but it's stupid because he plays To Steal the Declaration.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Yes, he's only good in that movie.
Yes,
like,
yes. Larry would so agree with you. He's just like, I cannot watch a Nicolas Cage movie. And actually, he's been in so many lately because he gambled all of his money away and he owes debts. So now he's been in like 20 movies this year. Isn't that insane? Like every other movie on Amazon, it's Nicolas Cage. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway.
Anyway.
We should really just have a gossip podcast.
Yeah,
we'd
we
be
should.
so much better at it. Like, what's the gossip today, guys?
That is actually so true.
What's the tea? That's what
We're
it's called.
gonna change our. Are we gonna change our podcast?
No, we'll
again?
just
We're
create
changing
another
it
one.
again. Oh, we can have a second one.
What's the tea?
What's the tea?
What's the tea, guys?
But like just a capital T. Instead of spelling out the word.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We can have each of our initials at each.
Oh my gosh, we could have.
Oh, that'd be cute. 3. Yeah.
We could have one of the songs from Bridgerton, like one of the renditions.
Yes.
As the intro music.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Okay. Baltimore Harbor pilots were directing the ship at the time of the crash. Also, is it weird that they call ship captains pilots? Because I think pilot
that's
plane.
so weird.
And I'm like, they're saying pilots, and I'm getting confused. Like,
shouldn't you be like captain?
Captain of the ship.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe that's old. I don't know.
Captain of the ship.
The captain. No. Okay.
Captain pilot. No, that reminds me of Punch's pilot.
That took a biblical turn. Okay. The Baltimore Harbor pilots were directing the ship at the time of the crash. 2 tugboats helped the ship steer out of the terminal, but then returned to the port for the next ship assignment, port officials said. Governor Wes Moore of Maryland said that the bridge was fully up to code, and that the collapse did not appear to be the result of a structural issue. We did find out that the bridge's most recent inspection was a 6 out of 9, which is...
Excuse me?
6 out of 9, which is considered fair on the rating scale.
What?
The bridge's most recent inspection was a 6 out of 9, which is considered fair.
How is that okay?
I guess it's
What
fair.
the
They don't need to
crap?
do anything about it. Okay. 6 construction workers who were filling potholes on the bridge died, and 2 were recovered from the water with life-threatening injuries. Okay, so what are some of the things that don't make sense? The news reports stated that the ship made a mayday call and that the police were able to stop traffic so that the vehicles didn't fall into the water, right? But there are reports of them finding vehicles in the water, so that's odd. Also, it's stated that the ship had a backup generator that kicked on 3 seconds after the ship lost power, and they have that as like an emergency protocol in case they lose power. They're still able to steer so they don't hit something. They have emergency systems in place for steering in case this very thing happens, and yet they still hit the bridge. They supposedly made the mayday call 40 seconds before they hit the bridge.
Wow, that was enough
seconds.
time.
That was enough time for the police to get there and stop traffic, right? What?
That makes no sense.
No. How did the police get there so fast?
But also, why did they wait 40 seconds?
What? No, when they
Oh.
made the call, and then 40 seconds later they hit the bridge. So how did?
Yeah,
the
why
police
did
get
they
there
wait
so
that
fast?
long to like make the call?
Oh, did it say how long it was? Because like the power goes out when they're
Oh.
already close to the bridge.
Oh,
So like
okay.
they're close to the bridge, power goes out 40 seconds, and it just went the wrong way. I don't know. Okay, number 2. The bridge collapsed. Yes, it's a very large boat, but it doesn't really make sense that the entire bridge would fall. Also, the fact that it hit in the exact point to where it would, cause the kind of damage that would bring it down was also kind of ironic. Number 3, there were no tugboats with the ship, and with a ship this large, they should have had tugboats still with them, is what some like
Why
actual.
weren't they?
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh.
The
Nobody's
tugboats
answered?
supposedly brought them out and then went back to the dock, but with a ship that big, a lot of the people that are like engineers on these types of boats said that they normally have tugboats with them longer to get them maneuvered, especially in a big port where there's a huge bridge or an important bridge,
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, and then I'm going to show you the video, but it says if you watch the video, it almost looks like the stern of the boat turns right into the bridge, almost looking intentional. Also, the boat looked like it was going way too fast. You're only supposed to go as fast as you'd like to hit whatever you're coming up to, which is what somebody said. Like when you're going to go to a dock, you don't want to be going so fast that you're going to run into it if something
Right.
happens. You want to be like creeping, which that's
Creeping.
what Larry does. Do the creep.
Creeping.
You guys seen that? Oh my gosh, I'm going
No.
to pull it up right now.
I just thought of the song Creepin'.
Nope.
Creepin'.
It's called Do the Creep. It's an SNL skit.
Oh my god.
Andy Samberg.
Oh, I love him.
I know.
He's the best.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm John Morris.
Who is that? He's so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He has so many good SNL skits.
I know. Then there's like, I'm on a boat. There's that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Good too.
good.
All right. Anyways. Hey guys, we hope you're enjoying the show so far. We just wanted to take a minute and let you know how you can help our podcast grow. We have a Patreon account for our podcast that you can go to, and you sign up to be a monthly donor starting at just $5 a month, and you get fun perks like no ads, early access to episodes, and quarterly gifts from us. So definitely go check that out. It's www.patreon.com/ourlifeisaveragepod. Thanks for listening, guys. We hope you enjoyed the rest of this episode.
There's no turtle.
In this video, it looks like the boat hits the bridge, and then there are little explosions at the end of the bridge that cause the whole thing to collapse. Okay, so now I'm actually going to show you a video. Yay!
So that's the conspiracy?
Yes, one of the conspiracies is that it looks like there's little explosions that cause it to collapse.
See that? Look.
There's like little explosions right there.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, it looks like somebody like exploded it right there. And it
And
does
to the
look,
right.
and it does look like it falls weird. Like it looks like this is a separate explosion in this crack. Look at that right there.
Yeah.
Down there too.
Explosion again.
Right there.
What the heck?
Smoke coming out of it.
That one almost looks like it exploded after the fact. Like it was
Yeah.
delayed. So it almost looks like there was like dynamite that exploded after it had already fallen. And it was like a delay. It was weird.
That is weird.
Watch. Watch here.
Look at all those.
Look, fire, 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 fire.
Fire, fire, fire.
Fire. Anyways, that's on my sources, so you guys can go watch it. Okay. What is the conspiracy? All right. So, to start, they're calling the boat hitting the bridge a black swan event because it was like so random or whatever. Have you guys seen the movie Leave the World Behind?
Yep.
The
I don't
Obamas
know.
produced it.
Yep.
The
I don't think
Obamas.
so.
The Obamas produced it. Just to be clear. Okay, anyways.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's on Netflix, so watch it. Produced by the Obamas. Anyways, there's a scene in the movie where they're on the beach and this huge ship just randomly comes towards them from the ocean and it gets beached. So because the ship was headed to Sri Lanka, which has a lion on its flag, the situation linked to the ship that runs aground at the beginning of the film was called a white lion.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're calling this a black swan. So they're like, did they actually predict that this was going to happen? Because it's Obama. He knows things. Anyways. Also, can we talk about how weird it was that the Obamas made that movie? Like, I think it just made the conspiracy theorists, like, freak out. Because, like, he was a president, and he's saying all of this stuff could happen. It's like, does he know that all of this stuff could happen? It's like it's the end of the world. The movie's about the end of the world.
Didn't that movie was like produced like either it was came out during COVID or it was just after COVID or something? It had
Really? I thought it
something
was
to
more
do-
recent than that.
It
I don't
had
remember.
something to do with like I think it was supposed to come out during like 2020, but it got delayed because of COVID. Something like that. But it was like after COVID, I think. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, the Obamas, like,
yep,
former president of the United fucking States,
made this movie
about
the end of the world. Yeah, concerning.
Yeah.
Why else would he make a movie?
Yeah, like he's not a producer.
Not to go off, but like if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Obama before he left office, one of the things he was trying to do is get like their plan on what to do if there was like a pandemic, like to get something in place for if that one ever happened, because like the plan that they had was from the last pandemic that the United States ever had, which I believe was smallpox.
I believe it. Well, I mean, the government caused it, so
yeah.
But that's
but like
conspiracy.
that was something he was trying to do before he left office.
Yeah.
And then like Trump was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
and
bye.
then suddenly
there's a pandemic. Yep. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Another post, one prominent election denier claimed that the incident was linked to the fact that the bridge was named after Francis Scott Key. It's actually the Francis Scott Key Bridge, not the Baltimore Bridge, but whatever. Francis Scott Key, who wrote the words for the Star Spangled Banner.
Yep. I knew that sounded really familiar. I was like, that name
And
sounds familiar.
Was thus an attempt to undermine America. Mm-hmm.
Well, that kind of sounds like terrorism.
Yeah, exactly.
But...
That's the conspiracy, is that this was not just an accident, it was actually an act of terrorism. My thought when I hear that, though, is why wouldn't anyone claim it unless they just wanted to attack the U.S. but not start a war?
They probably wouldn't claim it because they're afraid the government's going to
react. Yeah. I don't know. So there's a theory going around that it was a cyber attack on the ship that made it crash into the bridge. An act of terrorism and basically starting World War III. So where are we now? It's taken 11 weeks to clean up the mess from the bridge collapse. April 15th, the Washington Post announced that the FBI has opened a criminal investigation into the circumstances of the bridge collapse. Finally.
Interesting.
So why are they looking at it as a criminal investigation if they don't think any foul play was included?
See, that's where my mind is at right now.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing?
Right. The fact that they're calling it a criminal investigation almost implies that they know something isn't adding up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they don't typically do that unless they know something is.
Right. All right. So I don't remember if this is the same video or not, but I want to show you a video of how it looked. Oh, I did want to say this. Like, there's this video of like them filming. I don't remember if it's daytime, so it has to be like the day after, maybe. They're like taking the film of the bridge, right? And you can tell that they photoshopped it because there's birds that fly into the shot that disappear.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'll show you that one.
Watch closely.
Gone. He says gone.
Disappear. Something's not right.
Something's not right. They just disappear.
Gone.
Watch closely.
It's like that meme. That's like, because like I don't sound that southern. All right, say 5. 5. It's true though.
I just want to see the video about how fast the boat was going. I can't find it. But anyways, the fact that the ship was going so fast is sketchy to me. And then also the fact that the tugboats leave. So the tugboats barely bring it out. They go back. The ship is booking it. Like, they didn't say it's going like extremely fast, but it looks like it's going way too fast for being near a bridge, in my mind. And if it's near a bridge, why aren't the tugboats slowly directing it to where it's in safe distance, moving away from the bridge before they go back? That's what I want to know.
They were in on it.
Yeah, everybody was in on it. They had to be, and that's why they had. That's why they had the police there that supposedly stopped traffic. But I don't know. But yeah, everybody's in on it.
Have you guys seen this show, Inside Jobs?
No. Is it on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to watch it.
It's an animation. It's an animation version of like conspiracies.
Ooh.
It's. I don't know if you guys are gonna like it, but I think it's funny.
Is it making fun of conspiracy theorists? Because then I'm not gonna like it.
No, it's just like a funny way to like bring conspiracies to light, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
See, this
a funny
is how
way
you
to
can get
prove
your kids
it
into
or show it.
conspiracy theories.
Yay!
Yeah, well, it's kind of an adult.
Yeah, I would do that.
I know, my brother showed it to me, and I'm like, oh my god, they're talking about the government.
This is great.
Oh my gosh, they're talking about, like, yeah, it was great.
All right, that's it.
Thanks for listening, guys. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps us grow. If you have any story suggestions, please send them to ourlifeisaveragepod@gmail.com. We'd love to dig into your ideas.